Carl here from Games, Brains and Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial.com for sure. And it's album review time. Uncompromising and feral post-black metal trio Still present their long-awaited sophomore album A Theft through emerging new UK label Floodlit Recordings. This album is released on November 15th, 2024. The personification of anxiety in oral form. Still's new album is every bit discordant and discombobulating experiencing long-term listeners would hope it to be. Whereas, new listeners, you need to be warned that what this album offers can be best summed up as a heavy wave of noise that crashes over the mind, body and soul. Noise that draws from various genres like sludge, death, doom and black and smashes it all together into an intoxicating, gloom-infused post-style listen. Thick and dense with near drone aspects to its sound, Yearn starts the album off in uncompromising style. Still clearly wanted to start the album off with harshness at the forefront, and this track is that, but so much more too. Layers upon layers of intangible ideas made tangible through the sheer talent of a band focuses on the spaces between horror and brutality, where some semblance of beauty can be found, provided the listener is willing to sink to their depths. Yet, when a track like Only Time Will Tell and Light come along with such wild fury, it is impossible to not wallow with Still. It is not only that those tracks and the album as a whole is feral and furious, but because the turbulent approach is so dissonant. A word that can often be used in a more negative way, but here is used to positively highlight the unbelievable approach that Still has to music, where on the one hand it can be wholly cavernous, but on the other it wraps around the mind like a death shroud. The experience is like nothing else, and try as you might, it just makes the heart beat that much faster. The feeling this create comes from primordial fear, and there is no better showcase of that on this album than Dark, in my opinion. The middle part of the album and a track to make you wonder and fear just what lurks on the periphery of sight. Seemingly offering a moment of uneasy peace at first, Still transformed the short Oscillate into one of the album's most intense listens, before offering up the challenging, horror-laden entity that life eclipses living and the fearful small mercies of falling apart. The former has such a dark and dangerous approach, with every aspect of the band howling in uncomfortable fashion on a lengthy trawl into the madness of their minds, whereas the latter can be simply summed up as the sound of bleak viciousness. It's no surprise that the mental toll this album takes reaches its apex with the finale of Unresolved Either. Even though it is interesting to hear sharper post elements layered in and around the manic speed and ferocity of Still's blackened side. It is also interesting to hear this track slow down and scale things back as it goes on, leading to an ending that is so tense, it's so uncomfortable, it is liable to give you a heart palpitation. Thanks for that, Still, even though it is well and truly worth it. All the anguish is Still have delivered a masterclass in listenable dissonance, and I love this album. I fell in love with it. I love what they do. I was a fan beforehand, so it made like my love of this album almost guaranteed, because I expected great things from this band, but even then they've blown me away. They're gonna blow you away too, provided you can handle it. It is A Theft, and it is out on November 15th, 2024 via Floodlit Recordings. Gotta listen to this one and let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website where reviews, news and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at gbhbl. Just search for gbhbl and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.